Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be discussing something that is endlessly fascinating to me, and it is a phenomenon in physics known as time dilation. For those of you who don't know what time dilation is, it is a term that originates from Einstein's theory of relativity, where given that the speed of light is constant throughout the universe, conventional perspectives of time and space will begin to warp when traveling at unimaginably fast velocities. There are many components to the subject of time dilation, but one of its most profound consequences is that if a person were traveling at significant fractions of the speed of light, the person undergoing travel will appear to age more slowly compared to someone observing from Earth. If this confuses you, that's okay, because time dilation is probably one of the most complex subjects for humans to ever have to comprehend, even for the physicists who study it. This video isn't going to attempt to explain time dilation in an easy to understand way, because there are hundreds of videos already available that do that way better than I ever could. Instead, this video will imagine beyond the already huge implications the existence of time dilation has on our understanding of the universe. We will explore the question of how time dilation will play a role when humanity finally decides to take to the stars and colonize interstellar space. All that is important to know is that if you were to go on a space journey and travel very, very fast, whether at 99%, 75%, half of, or even just a quarter of the speed of light, you will age slower compared to those who stayed behind. When we think of space travel, our minds tend to conjure up all sorts of images from science fiction, like the Millennium Falcon, the X-Wing, the USS Enterprise, and the Normandy. Vessels that can zip around through the universe from star to star at breakneck speeds and deliver the writers to their interstellar destinations in a matter of weeks, days, or hours, depending on the franchise. However, the more scientists begin to unravel the true fundamental qualities that shape our reality, the less and less likely it appears that future space travel will resemble anything like what we read about in our books or see on our television screens. When people discuss the impracticalities of space travel, most only focus on the challenges of the immeasurable, magnificent distances between stars and the boundless amounts of emptiness that lie in between. Because of this, most people assume the only way to make interstellar travel worthwhile is to achieve a safe and pragmatic form of travel that allows human spaceships to reach speeds close to that of the speed of light. However, what people who ponder this subject often don't take into account is not just how separated we are from other worlds in terms of distance. Because of time dilation, we are also separated from them in terms of time. Even if humanity could send astronauts, scientists, terraformers, colonists to far-flung worlds and set up their own societies and civilizations, because of time dilation, and because of the limits of the human lifespan, all connections between the humans who left the solar system and those who remained behind would be diminished or lost due to time distances. To understand what I mean by this, let's imagine a group of colonists who are using spaceships that can travel close to the speed of light to reach a planet they know is habitable only 15 light years away from Earth. They undergo the journey, and for them, because of length contraction, a similar phenomenon to time dilation where space begins to contract when you travel at high velocities, the journey only takes 12 years. When they arrive, they decide to send communications back to HQ, telling them they have succeeded in their mission. However, because radio waves travel at the speed of light, it takes the message 15 years for it to arrive back to Earth. That means, in total, the colonists are separated initially from Earth's society by about 30 years. Communication between the two worlds is forever delayed by 15 years, and travel between the two worlds takes at best 12 years for those making the journey, but to everyone else measuring 15 years. No meaningful interstellar human civilization can arise from these conditions beyond extremely loose biological and cultural connections. Space journeys undergone by humans in the future won't be happy-go-lucky space adventures, nor mild intellectual endeavors that we often see depicted in sci-fi. Instead, they will be long, epic, and existential. Those who embark on the quest to settle planets beyond our solar system will do so with the full understanding they are not only permanently cutting ties with everything and everyone they know on Earth, they will also know that whatever they create, whatever society that is formed from their work, will inevitably be one that is radically alien to that of Earth, because it will be molded to survive and flourish in conditions completely different than our own. Of course, this could all change if science advances far enough that what we think of as impossible today becomes possible in the future. If humans can somehow achieve faster than light travel, or create wormholes that allow us to form shortcuts in space-time, or, alternatively, if we dramatically increase the lifespan of the human lifetime and extend the period where we are mostly healthy, then this may change the view of how we see such time delays and distances. It wouldn't surprise me in the next millennia or two humanity begins to expand into the stars, but it won't usher in the era of the golden space age that we like to picture it as in popular media. In the long term of galactic history, the starting point of humanity colonizing other worlds will be a watershed moment when we began diverging and evolving into different species and adapting to the environments on our new extraterrestrial homes. Anyway, that's all the thoughts I have for today. Thank you for listening, and let me know what you all think of how you imagine this space age will be in the comments below. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing. I plan to upload at least once a week, making videos that discuss all sorts of interesting topics that aren't covered much on YouTube. With that said, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I'll see you all next time. Cheers!